Hello and welcome to the walkthrough of the Cellular Respiration study table. There's a link in the description below if you would like to download the document. We're going to start off with ATP synthesis. ATP synthesis is carried out by the enzyme ATP synthase. ATP synthase can be abbreviated to ATPase. ATPase generates ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, and ATP is the energy currency inside a cell. First, we're going to talk about chemical energy. Chemical energy is the energy inside chemical bonds. To make ATP, we use energy to attach an extra phosphate to a molecule called ADP, or adenosine diphosphate. So adenosine diphosphate plus another phosphate plus energy gives us adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. The final phosphate bond is the store of energy. So if a cell wants to use some energy, it just snaps off that extra phosphate to release the energy, which can then be used. The word metabolism means the sum total of all the enzymatic processes within a cell. But at our level, the word metabolism is interchangeable with the word cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is used to generate ATP and heat. So the first stage of cellular respiration is glycolysis. The word glycolysis means the splitting of sugar. Glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm. It doesn't require oxygen, and the word anaerobic means it doesn't use oxygen. Glycolysis makes 2 ATP as the glucose is turned into pyruvic acid, otherwise known as pyruvate. So first of all, we're going to assume that oxygen still isn't available. The fate of the pyruvate depends upon the cell type. If it's a plant cell, it turns the pyruvate into ethanol and carbon dioxide, and we call this alcoholic fermentation. If it's an animal cell, the pyruvate is converted into lactic acid, and we call this lactic acid fermentation. The conversion of the pyruvate into these products does not make any more ATP. However, it does get rid of the pyruvate that allows glycolysis to continue. But most of the time, oxygen is available. And when oxygen is available, the pyruvate is moved into the mitochondrion. The mitochondrion is a eukaryotic organelle that generates ATP. It's found in both plant cells and animal cells, and fungi cells for that matter. The mitochondria has a fluid inside it called the matrix. It also has a folded internal membrane called the cristae. Inside the mitochondrion is where most ATP is made. So now we're going to look at the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle is the first thing to happen inside the mitochondrion. It happens inside the matrix. The Krebs cycle makes carbon dioxide and 2 ATP. Then the products of the Krebs cycle that we don't need to know are taken to the electron transport chain. The electron transport chain occurs inside the cristae. This is because inside the cristae are many of the enzyme ATPase. We say that ATPase is studded into the cristae. The electron transport chain produces water and 34 ATP. So now we're going to think about cellular respiration in total. The general equation for cellular respiration is glucose plus oxygen, then an arrow to represent the process, to make carbon dioxide plus water plus 38 ATP plus heat. And last of all, we're going to compare anaerobic respiration with aerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration does not require oxygen, but aerobic respiration does. Anaerobic respiration occurs in the cytoplasm. Aerobic respiration occurs in the cytoplasm and the mitochondrion. Anaerobic respiration makes 2 ATP. Aerobic respiration makes 38 ATP. Thank you for paying attention. I hope you've learned something. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.